Wait, is Philip Kiriakis actually going to gamble away the absolute last shred of his family's legacy on a single poker game? Are the writers really pushing this completely unhinged Monte Carlo storyline? And hold on a second, because Xander just got an official offer on the Kiriakis Mansion, and I am terrified about who the mystery buyer is. Welcome back to Peacock TV Spoilers, your home for all things Salem, and the only place where we break down the absolute madness happening on days of our lives. Today is a beautiful day to dive into some massive spoilers for the Wednesday, August 19th episode. And let me tell you, the drama is reaching a boiling point. We have legacy characters making terrible choices, shocking romantic confessions, and mind games from beyond the grave. If you love deep dives, wild soap theories, and passionate rants about our favorite daytime drama, smash that subscribe button right now and join the family. Let's get right into the biggest disaster currently unfolding in Salem. Saving Titan remains front and center for Philip Kiriakis, but his strategy is absolute garbage. The sneak peek photos for the August 19 episode reveal that Philip is completely desperate. He is running out of options, and he is resorting to begging. Philip tracks down Gabi Hernandez to ask her again to loan him $5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $5 million. And what does he want to do with this massive fortune? He wants to enter a high-stakes poker game in Monte Carlo to win the $200 million needed to save Titan and the Kiriakis estate. Are you kidding me? I honestly believe the writers are setting Philip up for the biggest, most humiliating fall in soap opera history. Jean-Paul Lavoisier is doing a phenomenal job playing Philip as a frantic, defeated, and delusional mess. You can see the panic in his eyes. But let's be real for a second. Philip has always suffered from massive insecurity. He spent his entire life trying to prove himself to Victor Kiriakis. He constantly felt emasculated by Brady Black and Xander Cook. Now that Victor is gone, Philip thinks he can just play the hero by gambling. It is such an insult to Victor's legacy. Victor built an empire over decades of ruthless business deals, and Philip thinks he can save it with a lucky hand of cards? It is pathetic. And what about Gabi? The photos show Gabi actually looking sympathetic. She even puts her hand on Philip's shoulder. Gabi Hernandez is playing this scene with a lot of nuance, but if you ask me, Gabi should run in the opposite direction. Gabi loves power. We all know that. If she gives Philip this money, she practically owns him, but she also knows that Philip is a walking disaster right now. I think Gabi is going to seriously consider it because she thrives on adrenaline and control, but Philip looks incredibly unhappy in these photos. Maybe Gabi agrees to give him the money, but only if she goes to Monte Carlo with him to babysit his every move. That is a plot twist I would actually love to see. While Philip is spiraling, Kate Roberts, Brady, steps in to do what she always does, enable her son. Another sneak peek shows Kate talking with Philip, placing her hand gently on his arm. Lauren Koslow is a daytime legend, and she plays the fierce mama bear perfectly. But Kate needs to stop comforting Philip and start slapping some sense into him. Kate has a long history of blurring the lines and breaking the law to protect her kids, but comforting him while he plans a $5 million gambling spree is just toxic parenting. The writers love to highlight this dysfunctional mother-son dynamic, and I am here for the drama, but Philip needs a reality check, not a hug. Speaking of reality checks, Xander Cook is about to get a massive one. The spoilers reveal that Xander receives an official offer to buy the Kiriakis Mansion. This is heartbreaking. Paul Telfer is absolutely killing it right now. Xander tried so hard to be the good guy, to be the CEO Victor wanted, and now he has to watch the family home get sold off because of Philip's massive failures. Xander looks completely miserable in the sneak peek photos while talking to Sarah Horton. But who is the mystery buyer? I have a wild prediction. I honestly believe EJ DiMera is the one buying the Kiriakis Mansion. Think about it. EJ is petty, vindictive, and arrogant. Dan Feuerriegel plays that smug DiMera arrogance so perfectly. What better way for EJ to completely humiliate his corporate rivals than by buying Victor's house? Imagine EJ redecorating the Kiriakis living room and hanging a giant portrait of Stefano DiMera right where Victor's used to be. It would be the ultimate power move. The DiMera versus Kiriakis war has been a staple of this show for decades, and this would reignite that feud in the best way possible for Sweeps Month. Now, let's talk about the romance department, because the writers are trying to sell us a bridge right now. Brady Black and Sarah Horton are taking a massive step in their relationship. The spoilers confirm that Brady and Sarah exchange I love yous and share a sweet kiss. I am sorry, but no. Just know I reject this entire storyline. Eric Martsolf and Lindsay Godfrey are fantastic actors, but this relationship is moving at warp speed, and it is so obviously a rebound. Sarah is lying to herself. She is trying to force this safe, comfortable relationship with Brady because she is terrified of the chaotic passion she has with Xander. But the chemistry between Sarah and Xander is undeniable. Xander is the love of her life. Seeing Xander look so miserable while talking to Sarah just proves that Sarah is endgame. The writers are torturing us by keeping them apart, but we all know Sarah's heart belongs to Xander. Brady is just a temporary band-aid, and the inevitable breakup is going to be incredibly messy. Meanwhile, the psychological warfare continues with Marlena Evans. The spoilers reveal that Marlena finds a highly alarming clue regarding the Stefano DiMera chessboard mystery. Deidre Hall is giving us classic, vintage Marlena right now. Here at Peacock TV Spoilers, we've been tracking this storyline, and we think this is Stefano's ultimate revenge from beyond the grave. Stefano used to literally cage Marlena. He turned John Black into the pawn. The psychological damage he inflicted on them is legendary. Now that John is gone, Marlena is facing this ghost all by herself. I love that the writers are digging deep into the show's history. It feels like a true legacy storyline, and I cannot wait to see what twisted mind games Stefano has left behind for his queen. Finally, let's fly over to Alemania. Leo Stark is pulling off the manipulation of the century. Leo is fighting hard against Dmitri von Leuschner, telling him, if you really love me, you'll let me go. And guess what? Dmitri actually caved. He shakes his head, but he finally agrees to let Leo return to Salem. Greg Ricart and Peter Port have such a fascinating, toxic dynamic. Leo knows exactly which emotional buttons to push. He is playing the victim perfectly, and Dmitri is just obsessed enough to fall for it. I am thrilled Leo is heading back to Salem because the canvas is always more entertaining when Leo is stirring the pot and causing chaos. So, what do you guys think? Is Philip actually going to Monte Carlo, and will Gabi go with him to babysit her investment? Who do you think is the mystery buyer of the Kiriakis Mansion? Is it EJ or someone even more shocking? Let me know all your wild theories down in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Peacock TV Spoilers for your daily dose of daytime drama. We will see you next time.